Before the life of Holocaust, my parents were in export and import business. We were manufacturing butter and cheese and shipping all over the world. In Europe was no factories, see. We manufactured, we had no air conditioning at that time. The only cold was in the cellar. We manufactured in the cellar and keeping in the cellar. The cheeses, the butter, you know. And they were separated by yearly. Like 1 year old, 2 year old, 3, how older it was and more expensive the cheese was. In 1939, the Second World War broke out. In 1941, the Germans occupied my city, Vilna. I was that time in France, in Paris, in Sorbonne College. Is all the foreign students have to go back where they come from. When I came back to Poland, the Germans were there already. And you know what it is? They grabbed my father and never saw him again. My mother and two brothers were in the ghetto. And my other brother escaped to Russia, where he survived. My mother had a little business in the ghetto. Now, I escaped from the ghetto. And my mother gave me a 5-carat diamond in my heel. And she says to me, in case it might save your life. Which it did. And then my mother, they took her to Ponar after the liquidation from the ghetto. They took all the people, a suburb from Vilna. They made graves and they burnt all the women with gasoline. When I was gone, when I was escaping, I was working slave labor over there, you understand? And I escaped from I was unloading in Europe. The train was going in steam. They have to stop every station to get water and coal. It was a rainy, very rainy night, 5 of us. We escaped. And the Nazis shot me. Unfortunate, the bullets that have gone to the stomach went to the side. And I went to a Polish doctor and I asked him if he will help me. He refused me. When I took the damage out from my heel, he took care of the bullets for me. He kept me there for 6 months. I was hiding in a little village. And the Gestapo were coming, somebody might have tipped it off or something. They were going with axe hole, looking. And unfortunately, when they hit it, the sharp thing missed me like this. And I couldn't scream it, they couldn't catch me. They left it, they didn't find me. Then he said to me, look, if they're gonna catch you, they're gonna kill you and me too. You gotta leave. When I left. When I left, they caught me and they sent me to Buchenwald. That's a concentration camp. And I was there for over a year. What they gave me, 1 little potato, a little hot water, or we were unloading like bread or something, you know, for the German army, we unloading the trains. I was stealing a piece of bread, a potato, hot potato eaten. They grabbed me, they beat the hell out of me. I was not scared. Well, I didn't know I'm alive today and gone tomorrow. I know what's going to be. Or they're going to kill me, or else. No, in 1945, when the American army liberated the camp, I was liberated. I had 2 brothers got killed 1 hour before the war ended. I only weighed 80 kilograms. I was skinny. When the American army came in the camp, they gave us chocolate. And I got sick, but we're not used to that kind of food. I was in hospital for 3 months. Or then they called us up and said, where do you want to go? You want to go to South Africa? You want to go to Belgium, to Holland, to Africa, to the United States? First of all, I didn't know much about the United States. I was born in Europe. I lived in Europe. No, I knew it was the United States. Yes, I bumped in Germany after the liberation to a cousin of mine. And he says to me, you know, ik kom by my Dutch name, Chaim. He says to me, you know, your uncle married my aunt and you live in the United States. I wrote to them and they accepted me. I came in here in 1947. I came to New York. And from New York, the Associated took us any place you want to go. I told them I want to go to Baltimore, they took us to Baltimore. They paid for the train. I had my aunt and my mother's sister, which I never knew I had one. She kept me like a one son. And when I came here, I went to night school. I went in 62, Notice Mulwood Street Night School. I graduated the night school in a month and a half. And then I went in business, in liquor business. My family, they were here in liquor in business, they set me up.